So we're joined by the newest Sixer, someone who knows Doc, I'd say, very well. And we're pleased to have him in town. Let's welcome Seth Curry to the program. Good morning, Seth. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good.
Dude.
Waiting to get in the facility right now with the COVID testing and all that.
Nice. Dude, it's starting, man. I'm thrilled. I'm so excited. What do you think, man? You pumped up being here, being on this team?
Yeah, I'm excited, man. Excited. We have a good group. It's a new environment, new coaching staff, new front office. So it's an exciting time.
What's your listen? You know the game inside and out, and you know the league inside and out. And what was your take on the Sixers, like from afar, and now that you've joined them in this group, what's it like now?
I mean, when you're playing against them for all the years, I mean, you obviously got the two stars of Ben and Joel with young guys with a lot of talent, and just a matter of putting the right team around them and getting the right system for them. And they're always a good defensive team playing against them with a lot of size, a lot of length. So actually being around them, you see that even more. You see the athleticism and the talent that those guys have, and it's just a lot of potential.
What's the big man? When you see the big man up close and you're running pick and roll with that beast, well, how good? I mean, sometimes we do superlatives, Seth, but how good is Joel Embiid?
Oh, he's talented, man. He's talented. He's big. He's athletic. Like I say, he can move, and I mean, he's on both ends of the floor. He's the best guy on the floor every night, it seems like. So, I mean, a lot of potential, like I said, and he's getting better and better, and he's learning the game more and more. And I think, like I said, Doc's going to push him to go to another level this year.
Yeah, and the other thing we're talking to, Seth Curry. We're so excited for his Sixers, and Seth joins us on the Comcast Business Hotline, Bounce Forward. When you look at running a pick and roll with him, and, you know, remember, they didn't run a lot of pick and roll in the past, so this is kind of relatively new. But it just makes a lot of sense with you and him running a pick and roll.
Yeah, I mean, he can roll and pop, which makes it fun for a guy like me. You know what I'm saying? Just if the big is going to drop on me when I'm coming off, I either got a shot or, like I said, he can pop and he can knock down a 15-footer even out to the 3-point line, or he can roll, catch lobs. He can finish in there with the best of them. So it's just a matter of getting our chemistry down. This is also new, only being in the gym together for a week and a half, 2 weeks. So we're trying to learn on the fly.
I know it's so weird because, you know, with all the COVID stuff, and that you get together and it's like, wow, you get 2 preseason games and it's like, let's go, we're starting the year, and we know why. But it that piece of it presents a challenge, of course.
Yeah, it does. It does. Usually we're used to getting to the market like a month early, playing pickup games for a while and getting to know each other that way. But like you said, with the COVID testing and protocols and all that, training camp practice has been shortened, but even the time before that is even shorter.
Yeah, man. Well, let's get into Doc for a second, because nobody knows him like you, and we're talking to Seth Curry on the Comcast Business Hotline. What's he like? I know it's a broad-based question, but give me the first time you met him, right? And that when you realized, you know, what he's like, and what was that encounter like for you?
I honestly don't remember the first time I met him. It was so long ago. But, I mean, you obviously have so much respect for him. I knew about his playing career and obviously his coaching career, coaching in Orlando and Boston back in the day, winning championships. So he's a player who transitioned over into coaching. And just honestly gained the respect of all the players in the NBA, which is hard to do as a coach these days. So, you know what I'm saying? It's great.
I know. It is hard. I don't know. And I guess, like, it's funny. Every time I listen to him, I love the guy, right? Every time I listen to him, I just hear someone who's very calming. Like, he would be great to talk, you know, and you being part of the family, just, you know, that whole going through life, real life with someone of his ilk with that kind of wisdom.
Yeah, absolutely. He's been through it all. I mean, playing, coaching. I mean, he's a great motivator, and he got stories for days. So whenever I'm around him, I just try to soak it all up and listen to them.
That's cool. You get on holidays. When you get together on holidays, you ever find yourself, you and him, having sipping on something and him telling stories?
Absolutely. I try to bring it out of him as much as I can, and like I said, learn from him as much as I can, and just especially when we're watching games and stuff, and he'll break some stuff down to me, and I try to ask as many questions as possible.
That's awesome. That's really cool. Do you when you look at the game and turn it into the 3-point and how important the three is, and which is your specialty? When you look at spacing, can you see where now that this team, the spacing is so much better than it was with somebody like you and Danny Green able to spread it a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's the key to offense these days in the NBA. It's about having obviously star players who can score at a high clip, but also just maximizing their talents and giving them the roster that they need to be the best. So obviously they didn't have that last year with some of the pieces that they had, but I mean, we're trying to fit everybody in right now and space the floor and try to find ways to get more threes up and shoot them at a high clip.
It was funny because Doc said you guys were going fast. He's like,
yep.
In fact, he was. I had to slow him down. It was too fast. I couldn't even control it. And Ben can move. That's kind of going to be interesting too, like how you guys grow together offensively and out of transition, just because of how fast you guys can move together.
Yeah, exactly, and that's part of our defense. We got a good defense from day one. It feels like so. We get stopped, so we can just run out and play fast and not have to call set plays. That makes it easier for us to just play off instinct and not think about what we're doing out there. And it should be fun to watch too. That's
awesome. Seth Curry with us. So give me one story of you and Steph growing up. Like I love stuff like that. Like to me, I got 2 boys, right? And all they do is fight. Right?
Yeah.
And that's all. And they, obviously love each other, but they're competitive. What was that like growing up?
Yeah, it was great, man. He was always like 2.5, 3. He was about 3 years older than me, so he was always like a notch better than me, a notch bigger than me. And but I could compete with him, so we'd be out in the backyard playing one-on-one all day, all night, and a few times I feel like he was cheating me, getting all the calls, so my mom had to come out there and break a few fights up.
You can't call walking. Come on, man. You can't call travel. That's a violation.
I need all the help
Stop trying to cheat, man. That's not cool. That is fantastic. Anything that strike you about Philadelphia and Philadelphia basketball?
I mean, obviously you hear about the fans, and everywhere you go, it's people saying "What's up, welcome me to Philly," and you can see the passion that the fans have for it. Obviously, it's not the normal Philadelphia right now, but hopefully we can get the fans back in there, and I can get just a real feel for the atmosphere and get used to it.
Brother, let me tell you, you will love it. Like, hopefully, God willing, we can pack the place in the playoffs and, in the springtime, summer. And when you see that building rocks, like the old AI days, man, that place goes wild, and people are excited. So I think you're going to dig it. Like, I think you're really, really going to love it.
Yeah, me too. I remember my dad played in Toronto back against AI and them in the playoffs, and I got a small glimpse of what it was like. I was just so young.
That's right. That's right. Game 7.
Yep.
Oh, my God. That was wild. Brother, I got to tell you, I know you got to get your COVID test and you got practice, so I'm not going to hold you up. But I appreciate you hanging with me, man. I look forward to hanging out. It's going to be a fun year, and enjoy it, man. Enjoy being here. People will love you.
All right, will do. Appreciate it.
Thanks, brother. Take it easy. There he is, Seth Curry on the Comcast Business Hotline. Bounce forward.
Anthony Gargano, weekdays from 10 to 2